I did cast a demon out of my son,
Yeah.
which was a pretty powerful experience. Yeah. Laying on of hands, and it wasn't done in really a religious way. It was tuning into his belief system and kind of going for it, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, I did want to, yeah, go ahead.
Well, so I have an experience then to share with you about this.
Oh, cool.
But can you give me a little more about what led you? I know this is your interview to me, so if I
Right.
can't ask questions, that's okay. But I'd
No,
love
you
to hear
can.
like what led you to decide you were going to try that? Did you already have that within yourself to think you would do it, or it's just like, hey, the chips are down and I got to do something for my son, so this is what I'm doing? How did you get led to that?
Probably a little bit of both. I was really involved in Lori Ladd's community, and
Okay.
I'm trying to connect that with the demon. And there was a lot of talk about, now knowing, where'd you go? Knowing Sabrina, just maybe it's a computer program or something. I don't know the demonic aspects or whatever, that whole concept. But my son has some behavioral like issues where he gets really stuck on something, and it can escalate to violence because
Right.
it's almost like something gets turned on, and it's not going to get turned off until it cycles through,
Right.
and it feels like it's not him.
Yeah.
So he was doing it. He was in the state one night, and I was thinking about probably something I learned or heard in my other spiritual community and talked to friends about. And I just had this impulse to do it. Um, and and he listens to me. I believe we have a soul contract, and he's the only one in my family is in kind of in the same space with a disability. And I only see the disability as in the physicality. I think in the rest of the realms is he's just perfect, and a lot helps me a lot. So um anyways, we have a great connection, and he trusts me. So he was going off, and I went in, I looked him in the eyes, and I started talking to the demon. I could see, like, in his eyes, there was something that was not him. Uh, and it had taken him over. And you call it what you want, but I told it to get out. And I put my hand on his shoulder, and I prayed, and I was prepared for this. In whatever way I could be. And I could feel like the energy flowing into him. And I could see some come over him, and he burst into tears, right on the spot. And that was the end.
Wow.
And he told me what he heard: a growl and a bark. And
Wow.
pretty powerful experience. And my partner heard it, and he's not really in the same space, but he was pretty impressed. He saw it more from like I was going for anything to stop this behavior, like throwing it all in, like but he was like, hey, good job.